Today I popped into my local supermarket. And then, surprise, I met a leftover lobster nobody had bought. When I touched it, I felt the faintest flicker of soul, so I'm taking it home and making it part of the family. There was also a live abalone in the next display, so I figured I'd take that kid home too. Fast forward, I'm back, opening the bowl. Donburi attack. Whoa, people, it's a lobster. Is this dude actually alive? He twitched a little when I poked him earlier, so I bought him. Never thought my neighborhood supermarket would actually be selling lobster today. Seriously though, you hardly ever see these for sale. Maybe the manager wanted to try something gutsy. And here's the abalone. He was sitting next door, so I grabbed him too. Figured he'd be a buddy for Mr. Lobster. Ideally, I'd dunk them in fresh seawater right away, but the store wouldn't give me any seawater for the ride home either today. For now, I'm just keeping them on store-bought ice. Let's open it up. Donburi attack. Donburi attack. Well, how's that? See, it's moving. Yes, it's alive. Totally alive. Still, you can tell it's worn out, no surprise. Even when you flip it on its back. It's got virtually no defenses, huh? But normally, when you knock on it like this, it should freak out much more, but it's barely reacting now. The legs are dangling too. See? Oh man, this is sad. The very tips of its antennae are ripped. See, this side shows a healthy antenna, but lobsters have, besides these long antennae, two more short antennae tucked right at the base. These long antennae mainly help detect surrounding obstacles and assist with foraging along the seafloor, while the short antennae can sense smells and even taste. Since it's naturally nocturnal and its eyesight isn't that great, it relies heavily on its antennae to get around, but after molting, they'll grow back somewhat, so I'm determined to nurse this kid back to full health. Alright then, let's promptly dunk this little one in seawater. I'll drop them in right away. Oh yeah, no need to make seawater after all. Everybody, check this out. Whoa, hold up. Can I hide this spot? That's my sleeping corner. Sorry, my love nest, so please don't look too hard behind me. This is the hairy crab we adopted from the seafood supermarket featured in the last video. I asked everyone for name suggestions. I received ideas like Matsuko or Datsumu, but regarding this little one's name... Tamage-chan? Wait, whoops. Nope, I'll go with Kadama-chan. Seriously, there were tons of great name ideas, so thanks everyone. I'm gonna scoop up a bit of seawater now. Uh-oh, we totally messed up. Whoa. Dang, I broke it. I'm such a klutz. Plus, my room is ridiculously messy, honestly. Here we go, look. Was it too big? I'll temporarily take this crab out. Oh, it's moving. This youngster lives in the chilly waters off the United States and Canada, and the seawater temperature over there pretty much stays consistently roughly between 8 and 17 degrees all year round too. Just now, when I checked, it was 12.2 degrees. That falls within 10 to 15 degrees, which is closest to their natural environment and the temperature range where they grow comfortably. So the seawater we've put them in is perfect for this little one. Next, we'll give it some aeration. It's probably been oxygen starved for a while. So, I bought this aeration device on Amazon. It's chargeable via USB-C and was selling online for about 2,000 yen back then. When you spot a cool creature at the seafood supermarket, if you've got this with you, you can bring it home alive, no problem. So, 30 minutes have passed. How's our little lobster doing now? How's that? Poke. Whoa, hang on. Oh, so super lively, so lively. Haha. Wow, look at it move. Wait, please don't fling seawater onto the bed. Seriously, that's my bed right there. Some seawater splashed just now. And what is this sticker? Oh, it's a souvenir from Kamakura I got back in middle school. Anyway, since our lobster is lively, I'm going to set up an aquarium tank. This here is a 90 centimeter aquarium. Pretty big, right? Plus this 90 centimeter aquarium only costs 10,000 yen. A 90 centimeter tank can be bought in the 10,000 yen range at the cheapest. And this aquarium tank stand cost about 12,000 yen. I bought the cheapest one on Amazon. This was about 5,000 yen. Like this, see? You can tweak the lighting intensity, and for a small lobster this size, a 60 centimeter aquarium tank is fine for now. As it gets bigger, we'll need a larger aquarium. In this tiny room, 2 90 centimeter aquarium tank and 1 60 centimeter tank sit. That totally blows your mind. Now, I'm adding a little seawater right now. This stuff's also sold on Amazon. It's a seawater mix simply called seawater, right there. I'll dump it in here. Now we add water here. Once we've finished filling the tank with water, we take the hydrometer to check seawater salinity and pour water into it. Doing that tells us the salinity of the seawater we just poured in. It's roughly about 1.023. The seawater looks perfect now. We laid coral sand on the bottom. By adding coral sand, since these grains have many tiny pores, bacteria settle easily and keep the water stable. I also introduced some live rock this time, although it's ridiculously small. More live rock pieces are arriving later. Loads of creatures live and breed inside the dead coral. This rock functions as a filter, stabilizing the water quality. Now I'm going to take off the rubber bands from this lobster. As you can see, its crusher claw and cutter claw have completely different shapes. This thick crusher claw is made to smash stuff like shells and snails. And this cutter claw slices meat or prey cleanly, right? Would it be bad if this thing pinched me? Oh, here it comes. Whoa, that's so cool. Its grip strength exceeds 70 kilos. By the way, a coconut crab can reach 360 kilos, and the mud crab clocks 180 kilos. It probably notices instantly because its sensory organs are right here. Okay, everyone, let's now drop the lobster in together. Get in there, go! Whoa, it's basically a giant crayfish. Whoa, what's up, man? You look seriously cool. You're moving like crazy. Still can't settle down, huh? Oh, I totally forgot to introduce it. Alright. Like this, I'm running a powerful filter tucked away inside the cabinet. It's an Eheim filter made for a 90 to 120 centimeter aquarium tank. He's trying to squeeze between the rocks. Adorable. So, for our little guy, I bought a special item. It looks like something that would pop out of Doraemon's tummy. A sewer pipe, maybe? The lobster might decide to hide inside this thing. Oh, nice. He's edging over. Is this physically impossible? Just too little space. The impact is insane. He'd look crazy cool if he could squeeze in, right? Your hands are huge. They're still outside. No, back in the other way. Oh, that side, huh? This is literally the head hidden, rear exposed situation. From the side, it looks like this. Super cramped in there right now. Well, creatures like this seriously love tight gaps, so this spot might actually suit it perfectly. The lobster's wedged in at some weird angle. It's stuck. The lobster's completely wedged. Oh no, it's perfectly jammed in place. Hang on a sec. Huh? Wait, got out. Thank goodness. You're a bit of a scatterbrain, you know, like a hamster, huh? Alright everyone, once again we're collecting name ideas for this little one, so please drop them in the comments below. We've got to work out a new tank setup for this little one. Maybe something like PVC pipe. Honestly, I bet even a full-sized human would find it cozy. Sometimes I catch myself wanting to slip into a PVC pipe too. Watch it cleverly use those legs to build a nest. Look at that. Check out this house. Impressive, huh? That lobster is a seafloor DIY craftsman, hosts an underwater DIY championship, and it would definitely win. Whoops. Wait. Amazing. I've now removed the ones that were here earlier, like this. Here's the cute abalone I bought for today. Amazing, check out this shape. Wow, it's alive and really energetic. Look at this ridge. The abalone one's good. But yeah, it still seems a little bit sluggish, right? The lively ones, when you flip them over, they squirm and wriggle around. But all of these little guys aren't lively at all. This abalone belongs to the class Gastropoda. It looks like this. Look at that bulging spiral section. That's a coiled shell, so abalone are basically snails. In Japan, farmed abalone are chiefly Japanese green, black, and ezo abalone. Nowadays in Japan, most abalone on the market today come from Korea. That's why people farm them. These guys are probably Korean abalone too. Alright, time to drop the abalone in now. I'm tempted to park her upside down. Any student who can't flip themselves over doesn't belong at my tough little school here. Okay, there it goes. Oh. Alright, I've promptly put them in. The one closest to us has started to move around a little, huh? About 10 minutes have passed. But yeah, that was honestly impossible. Look at this little one. It's already moving like crazy, cruising around, while this other one is smothering its buddy. In the wild, abalone mostly live on rocky areas rich in seaweed. They prefer spots where the tide hits strongly. When keeping them, roughly 9 to 20 degrees Celsius works best. Go above that and their growth hormones pretty much shut down completely. It was roughly 15 degrees. Since it's summer, you know how insanely hot it gets outside. So lobsters require this aquarium tank cooler. This thing was crazy expensive. 45,000 yen for one single unit. Speaking of the electricity cost, I actually looked it up just now. Running this Eheim around the clock costs roughly 150 yen per month, whereas the aquarium tank chiller comes in at about 700 yen for the same month. Anyway, putting that aside, I'll briefly watch right now how much these guys move. It's been 3 hours. Look everyone, see how the abalone are really stuck on there tight? The one on the right is the most hyperactive mover. This little guy though hasn't budged at all for a while now. Wait, so that's what happened. Has the lobster been attacking it? The flesh has even been nibbled a bit. It was already weakened, so the lobster must have targeted the soft spot. Since its life is over, I'll make use of it and offer it to the lobster as food. I've sliced some abalone, so I'll drop it in front of the lobster. Will it not bite? Maybe waft the food smell over. Oh, wait, there now. It scarfed the food down like crazy, not even bothering with its claws. Must have been starving. With the abalone sitting right in front, the lobster reached around from behind and chomped on it. Lobsters can live about 100 years. But they're incredibly long-lived, right? The secret to a lobster's longevity is the consistently sky-high activity of an enzyme called telomerase. This enzyme slows cellular aging, and since its activity remains high throughout life, they can essentially stay youthful forever. Eating! Also, they periodically molt, and molting repairs injuries and even rejuvenates parts of their internal organs, so they're less affected by aging. Now I want to try giving the abalone some fresh wakame. You know, abalone and the like absolutely love this kind of seaweed. Whoa, if it eats this, it's going to be hilarious. Oh, amazing. Look, isn't it eating? It is eating, right? It charged in all at once. Chomp. You almost never get to see an abalone actually feeding, though. Seeing it this clearly, like this makes me feel so touched. So, like this, the abalone has a radula in its mouth packed with rasp-like teeth, and then it scrapes the surface like sandpaper, munching on seaweed and similar stuff like this. Go ahead. He's munching non-stop, so super energetic. When you look closely, this little one is seriously adorable. I hope it lives long. Alright then, let's feed our little mud crab. Here it comes. It pinches food with its mouth, scattering debris everywhere while eating. Incredible. Our mud crab's appetite is absolutely wild today. Because this one fouls the water, I'm doing very diligent water changes. It's been 2 days since then, and as you can see, it's incredibly lively. Earlier at the supermarket, I found they were selling clams. Now I'm going to try giving this clam to him whole, shell and all. My lobster just devoured a ton of food. The clamshells are smashed. So cute, seriously. It looks all rugged on the outside, yet it's delicate, full of surprising sides, and incredibly adorable. I'll definitely nurture it with love, raise it long term, and make sure it molts many times. So, alright everyone, thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. We'll definitely upload sequels featuring the critters we're currently raising, so please stay tuned. Be sure to hit subscribe. So see you in the next video. Puo!